You know what I mean, just the two of us and nobody else in sight. There's nobody else, and I'm feeling good, just holding you tight. So listen very carefully, closer now, and you will see what I mean. Mrs. Brown, you got a lovely daughter. Mrs. Brown, you got a lovely daughter. Sweet and fine, there's something special on my mind. Last night I met a new girl in the neighborhood. Sing everyone, come on. Something tells me I'm into something. That's wonderful. Tells me I'm into something. Took a walking past your house late last night. All the shades were pulled and drawn way down tight. From within the dim light cast two silhouettes on the shade of one another. Today it seems a common sight, but people passing by don't know the reason why. How could they know just what this message means? The end of my heart, the end of all my dreams. How could they know a palace there had been behind the door where my love reigns was queen? No mail today, it wasn't always sold. The company was paid, we turn night into day. Hey! But all the
Hello, welcome to the showcase. This is where I interview entertainers, tribute shows, comedians, singers, dancers, illusionists, and all the rest of them. I believe that people like to know about entertainers' lives and how they have achieved their success. So watch this, click the thumbs up, and subscribe for more great content. Today I'm excited because we've got a gentleman that's been going many years and he's sat in the sunshine. And his name is Barry Whitwam, should I say, from Herman's Hermits. Hello, Barry.
Hello, Sean. Nice to be with you.
It's super duper to be with you. You're now in Denmark, are you?
In Viborg. We're based here for 4 days, and we're doing some 3 shows around the country. But this is our base, and it's beautiful.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, I mean, I've never done a recording where somebody sat outside in the sun before, so that's a first, Barry.
Beautiful here, beautiful.
So, Barry, Herman's Hermits, just give us a brief history. You and your partner started Herman's Hermits, is that correct?
That's right. In 1964, actually, there was 2 bands, the Heartbeats and the Wailers. I was in the Wailers with Derek Legenby, and the Wailers and the Heartbeats was Peter Noon, Carl Green, and Keith Hotwood. And they'd been into the studio with Mickey Most to try and make a record. And it wasn't successful, so the manager, Harvey Lisberg, came up with the idea of the Wailers being the new Herman's Hermits. Well, sorry, the new Hermits. So anyway, Harvey Lisberg approached me and Legenby, and we said, no, not really, we don't fancy it. First of all, you have to change the name from Herman and the Hermits, which it was called then, to Herman's Hermits. If you do that, we'll consider it. So they said, yes, we'll change the name. I said, it's fair enough, because all the fans will know it's something slightly different with the band. And then we agreed to do it. And we went to Harvey Lisberg's house in North Manchester for a bit of an audition. And we played about 4 numbers. And Harvey's partner, Charlie Silverman, we sat together, and we knew we weren't going down well at all here. So they said, right, just stop, boys. We're going upstairs for a cup of tea, and we'll come down in about 5 minutes. So as soon as they left, it was actually in the cellar, left the cellar, I said to Lek, we're going to get the elbow here. It's not working. I said, the 2 Jewish boys, let's play something they'd really know and appreciate. So we used to do Haven Nagila in the show, an instrumental version. It started very slow and speeded up. So I said, as soon as they come down into the cellar again, start the number. Don't give them a chance to fire it before we started. So as soon as they stepped in, we had down, 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 and it built up to a crescendo. They were bouncing off the ceiling, they were. He said,
Wow.
play it again, play it again. So we played it again. He says, right, you've got the job.
Wow.
So I owe my career to having Nagila.
And what a great song that is, Barry, because, many of people, weddings and venues all over the world have played that song. It's absolutely awesome,
It's a great, catchy song, yeah.
Oh, yeah, very, very. So Barry, what are you doing there now? Are you doing 4 shows or 1 show?
We're doing 3 shows in 3 different towns.
Yeah.
And then we go back to England. We're having a bit of a holiday. And then we're doing a few shows in England, Germany, and then we're off to Australia for 7.5 weeks. We go there nearly every year. And we've got New Zealand, Tasmania, and a lot of it is in... Is my hand shaking there?
Yes, keep it still. Yeah. So,
And 7.5 weeks there, then come back, and we've got some cruises to do.
okay.
Yeah, with the Saga, which is our age bracket, really, Saga.
Yeah, I've heard a few stories about that. But let's be honest, Barry, the classic hits that you've produced are just absolutely awesome. I mean, over the years, I must have played There's a Kind of Hush, I don't know how many times. So if I had to pay your royalty, I'd be bankrupt by now.
Yeah, we've had our fair share of hits.
You
We start the
have?
show with I'm Into Something Good, our
Yeah.
first number 1.
Something tells me I'm into
That's
something
the
good.
one.
Fantastic song, Barry. Yeah.
It is.
Was you part of writing that?
No, that was Carole King.
Wow. I didn't know
Gosling and
that.
King wrote that, yeah.
So you
Brilliant
just
song.
did it as a cover and had an amazing hit with it.
No, we didn't do it as a cover. It was sent to Mickey Most. Mickey Most liked it, and he said it was perfect for Herman's Hermits. So we
Wow.
learnt it and went in the studio. We were in the studio 2 hours. We recorded the A side, the B side. In 2 hours, we were on our way home from London then.
Hey, what was it like them days to be famous compared to now, Barry? Is there a difference?
Well, now no one's chasing us around the streets and pulling our hair. It's a very laid back sort of atmosphere now, being a 60s star. Yeah, enjoy it though. We've had our fair share of being chased.
Excellent. And of course, you're such a well-travelled and such a brilliant musician that you've been going all these years, and you've decided to write your own book, Barry.
That's right. I started it about 10 years ago, just as people kept saying, you should write a book. So I'd write a chapter and put it down for 6 months and pick it up again. And I eventually finished it about 4 months ago. And now it's been published and it's out there on the internet. If you Google it, it's called Keeping the Beat by Barry Whitwam. It's out there, and it's a lot of funny stories of what I've been up to over the last 60 years.
I'm sure, Barry, that once this video goes live and a lot of acts watch this, that I'm sure they're going to want to have a read of that. What's the cost of that book, Barry?
It varies, I think. It's something like from about £15.99 to 40. Depends which country you're in, I suppose.
Yeah. And is it doing well for you?
Well, it's only been out about 5 days.
That's
I know
right.
I've sold 2 copies, I think, so far.
Are you selling it at the shows as well?
When we get the chance, we will be selling it. In Denmark, we've got a few hundred in boxes to go.
Wow.
And on cruise ships, it should do very well too. At theatres. Nobody's buying CDs anymore, so see if we can sell a book instead.
You're right, Barry. The industry is very difficult nowadays because, merchandise, you can either get T-shirts, mugs or brochures or anything like that. But what a great idea to have your own book. I think, people are taking away part of your history, Barry, yeah?
That's right, absolutely, yes.
And
it's a good read. It's a good read. I say it myself, it's a good read.
Yeah. Well, how do you start writing a book? I mean, I wouldn't know where to start. What do you have to do, Barry?
You could get page 1 first.
Oh, no, you don't. You need a front cover, don't you?
Well, the front cover's me. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's just start writing sort of memories and try and make it funny, not too much factual stuff. We went into the studio and signed this contract. It's all about some of the pranks I used to get up to and still do.
Wow. So did you actually just sit in your house and just start typing and
Yeah.
And You must be good at English then, getting all the grammar correct and sentences and paragraphs and things like that.
I left that to somebody else.
I
I,
was gonna.
yeah, I sort of did the manuscript, and it was sort of sent off to be transformed into English.
Wow, that's fantastic. You know, it's something that you can look back for the rest of your life, and people know what you went through, because I'm sure you've put in there some of the hardest points, as well as the good. I mean, you got advantages, disadvantages when you go to gigs and your recording contracts. You put in all the mistakes in. I suppose it's got a touch of humour to it and a bit of everything, has it, Barry?
There's a lot of humour in it. Yeah, as you said, I started off when I was as a ladies' hairdresser, and I was playing the drums at the same time in a band, and it got too hard to do both. So I said to my father, I want to pack in hairdressing and concentrate on drumming. And he said, I'll think about it. A week later, he said, you can do it. You can go pack up your hairdressing as long as you practice 8 hours a day. I'm not having you. He said he's not going to work and leaving me sat rotting in bed. So when he got up, I got up and practiced for 8 hours a day for at least 9 months. The
Wow,
neighbours loved me. The
wow.
noise, yeah.
Yeah, and being a drummer for all these years, do you sing and drum
No,
together? No, you just do
no.
harmonies.
I grunt a lot when I'm playing the drums.
Actually, one of my famous drummers of all times is Don Powell. Do you know Don Powell?
I know him very well. In fact,
Wow.
when we arrived in Denmark, he was in departure lounge and we were we're coming in.
Oh
We couldn't hear it.
no!
We just waved to each other because we couldn't hear what we were saying. We were sort of
Oh,
miming through the glass.
it just lost one of his best pals. He's quite sad about it. But I'm kind of like Slade was my era. I followed them all over the place and things like that. And when you look back, you started well before Slade ever got famous, didn't you?
That's right, they were 70s. And
That's
we
correct.
started in 64.
Wow. And I saw on the internet, in fact, I was talking to Jamie about it, and he said about at one point you was more popular than the Beatles.
That's right, in 65, 66, we sold more records than the Beatles. In fact, this is a fact, we sold more records than anybody else in the world in that 12-month period. It's
Really?
incredible. Yeah, and in 65, we actually met Elvis Presley in Hawaii. We were finishing a tour in Hawaii and we're just going home the next day. But the night before we were going home, we got a telephone call from Colonel Tom Parker, Elvis Presley's manager. And he said, Elvis Presley wants to meet Hermits tomorrow on his film set at 2:00. So we said, well, we can't. We're going home tomorrow. The manager said, hey, this is Elvis Presley. He wants to meet you. So
Wow.
myself and Peter Noon changed our air tickets. And at 2:00 the next day on his film set, we had 2 hours with him. It was a fantastic experience.
Can
I've
imagine.
got some photographs in the book of meeting Elvis Presley. He's a nice guy, was really nice guy, down to earth.
Wow. Is that before he got bloated?
Yes, it's before I got bloated as well.
I don't believe you, Barry. Tell us about Peter. Are you still good friends?
Not seen him for since Mickey Mo's funeral
Oh.
about 10, 15 years ago.
Don't you keep
no,
in touch?
No. He might send me a letter every now and again via his lawyer.
Oh dear. What? Oh dear. I see.
So we don't correspond or anything like that.
No. Oh, well, moving on. The band now that you've got are absolutely great musicians, and I've had the chance of meeting Jamie as well. I'm going to get them on here and pull all this together into one story. If there was any one thing you would change in your life, what would it be, Barry?
What would it be to change? I don't think anything. I think I like the way it's been. It's been made, been famous. Still
Yeah.
going, still got my health just about, and still enjoying it. That's the main thing. If you're still enjoying it, you never get old, really.
You don't. I think this business does keep you young, Barry. I'm 65 as well, but I'm retired now, sadly. But I'm doing other things related to the entertainment business. And you're right, it does keep you young, and you always feel like you're one of the boys, and you're traveling around. You're
Yeah.
lucky that you've got 3 other guys around you that are equally as talented and funny and humorous, and it's just like another day on the road, isn't it?
Yeah, we're having a great time on the road. He's fantastic.
I can imagine.
Somebody said, "How does your wife feel about it all?" I said, "Well, I'm very good to my wife. I never go home." See,
Well, that's probably why you stay together. Barry,
Yeah.
what song out of Herman's Hermits do you really look forward to playing the most?
there's a kind of hush.
Yeah, thought so.
Everyone gets the phones out now and put the torches on and start swaying along with it. It's fantastic to watch from the stage.
It
And you see
is.
a few thousand phones with the lights on, swaying away there.
Oh, I can imagine it's been like being at a Robbie Williams concert. Hey, Barry, what do you think about the Carpenters covering that song as well?
The kind of hush, yeah, they did a good version of it. Tell you who else did it? Frank Sinatra.
Get
He did
on
it as well.
Did
Yeah,
he
he did.
really?
Yeah, yeah, it was a
I'll
good
have to look
version as
for
well.
that on YouTube. I've not really seen that.
So that, yeah, it's very a compliment for recording it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people say, "Why don't you play that, Carole King's kind of hush?" I said, "Well, we did it first, about 10 years before she did."
Well, now they'll know, Barry. They'll know. Everybody knows. And which part of the country are you living in nowadays, Barry? Are you down south?
No, still just south of Manchester, a
Oh.
little village called Gatley,
Oh, right.
near the
Okay.
airport. It's
Oh,
good.
that's lovely. So you just walk to the airport then, Barry, when you're going on your...
Almost. Sometimes it'd be quicker to walk then and drive.
So does all the band come and meet you before you go off to a gig and you all go together, or do they go from separate
Sometimes we
airports?
do it that way.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do it that way. Jamie and John will go from Gatwick or Heathrow. Me and Tony will go from Manchester.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, Barry, what I'd like you to do is send me a picture of the book if you can.
Okay. I shall
And
do
then I'll
that.
put that on here, and when I put the video out, I'll focus on the book more, and let's hope we get 50,000-70,000 views on that.
Yeah,
And
lovely.
that's what it's all about, Barry. But thanks for being on the show. You're absolutely great gentleman, and I'm really proud to be able to sat here talking to you. You're in Denmark, I'm in Thailand, and Bob's your uncle.
I'm sorry, my hand's shaking a bit. Been holding the phone 10 minutes.
10 minutes, more like 20, Barry. So I look forward to talking to the other guys. I'm going to arrange separate interviews with them. So
That's great.
have a fantastic show. Enjoy Denmark, and I'll catch up with Jamie and the lads soon. All the best,
Okay.
Barry.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Take care.
You know what I mean, just the two of us and nobody else in sight. There's nobody else, and I'm feeling good, just holding you tight. So listen very carefully, closer now, and you will see what I mean. Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely daughter. Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely daughter. Sweet and fine, there's something special on my mind. Last night I met a new girl in the neighborhood. Sing everyone, come on. Something tells me I'm into something. That's wonderful. Tells me I'm into something. Took a walking past your house late last night. All the shades were pulled and drawn way down tight. From within the dim light cast two silhouettes on the shade of one another. Today it seems a common sight, but people passing by don't know the reason why. How could they know just what this message means? The end of my hope, the end of all my dreams. How could they know a palace there had been behind the door where my love reigns was queen? No mail today, it wasn't always sold. The company was paid. We turn night into day.